And they also believe that man evolved from ape-like creatures. Now, when my research was sort of done to, I wanted to try to support creationism, so I was looking into arguments. One of the really big issues in creationism is radioisotope dating. And I don't know if any of you guys know what that is, but that's basically, I like to think of it as an analogy with like a little sand timer. If you, with the sand falling down from the top to the bottom, what scientists do is they'll look at a rock and then they'll measure the different elements in it. And there are these elements that will turn from one to another, just like the sand timer from the top to the bottom.
Okay. I'm not going to get into carbon dating and accelerated decay theory and how science measures things and all that. There's many videos that do that a lot better than I would be able to. And probably, to be honest, I would just botch it. You know, basically, there's a lot of science that goes into it. Science is often wrong. Science makes mistakes. But science has never made any conclusions that seem to support any biblical prophecy. But I just want to sit here for a minute and listen to you talk about carbon dating from Scripture. I think it's very interesting. I admit it's a little funny, but, well, I just gotta play it. I mean,
the accelerated decay theory is pretty interesting. For one thing, scientists who invented it realized that it may have some biblical support. With the accelerated decay, basically what happens is if the chemicals go really fast, if they decay very quickly, then that would cause a lot of heat. But it would cause as much heat if the universe was stretched out, if there was an expansion of space that would sort of neutralize the heat, it spread it out, so the Earth wouldn't burn up if that happened. It's kind of interesting. In Psalms 104:2, we see it says, "Who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain." That's describing God. And a lot of people think that He's stretching out the heavens, the sky, the universe. And so they sometimes argue that there was some accelerated decay that may have happened during creation week. Like when it says, "And God said there would be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament." And so that's a rapid expansion. Some people argue, or they'll say maybe it was Noah, perhaps during Noah's flood. And it says, there went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and heat out of his mouth that devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He stretched the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly. And he was seen upon the wings of the wind. And he made the darkness pavilions round about him, dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. Through the brightness before him were coals of fire kindled. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. And he sent out arrows and scattered them, lightning, and discomfited them. And the channels of the sea appeared, and the foundations of the world were discovered at the rebuking of the Lord, at the blast of the breath of his nostrils. And that's from 2 Samuel. A lot of people think that David there was sort of writing about Noah's flood and sort of comparing it with his own problems and emotions and stuff. Basically, the interesting thing is that there was a lot of heat. It mentions a lot of heat, and heat out of his mouth devoured, and it also says that he stretched the heavens. And so if that's referring to Noah's flood, then it's very possible that that's sort of referring to that accelerated decay thing. So yeah, that's my basic sort of summary of creationism. The accelerated decay theory also has some scientific evidence supporting it. There's a whole bunch of different arguments, like zircon crystals, complex thing. Mine is a little bit different.
Radiocarbon dating. Got it. What? I do not understand that. Okay, I'm moving on.